Welcome to my Permadeath series for No Man's Sky, and it's the weekend. We're in the Nexus, and normally this is where I'd be doing the community mission. But because you can look over on top of the mission machine here, if you want to call it that, there is no community mission. In fact, the missions are the normal missions. Now, the reason for that is a few days ago, Hello Games released a, development update. And it's a very interesting update because it has a very strong hint, in fact almost a confirmation, that in the upcoming month, which will be June, there will be a update. They're not actually saying it's going to be a major update, but it's going to be obviously going to be bigger than a small little patch fix. I'm going to go over the main highlights of what's in that development update. If you want to see a bit more detail and a bit more discussion, I would recommend going to Zane's channel, where he's made a specific video about this update. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run through the real top features. Now, if any of you are Xbox fans, it seems that the game will be coming out on Xbox Game Pass. Now, to be completely honest, I don't own an Xbox, and I've only got the vaguest idea of what that actually means. But probably more interesting from the PC playing community, No Man's Sky will be available on the Windows 10 store. Again, I'm going to be completely honest, I'm very much a Steam fan. I like Steam, I like the way Steam operates. It's going to take a lot for me to go to Windows 10 store, but if that's where you want to get the game, it will be available in June. Now, moving on to the reason why there is no community mission, is what they've actually said is that the community missions are going to be temporarily suspended pending the release of new lore and content. Now, this really interests me because if any of you follow the channel, I've actually was talking about this in the last video or the video before, about the fact that the community missions have become pretty mundane, as based on the fact go there, collect so many items, come back. And I'm really interested to see where Hello Games are going to take this new extension community missions. And in some ways, I would really like to see it maybe building up over several missions with a bit more exploration. We're going to have to wait and see what actually turns up. At the same time, we've all had letdowns in the past, so I'm not going to build my hopes up too much. But to be honest, even if it's only minor changes, if it freshens up the community mission, I'm all for it, and I support Hello Games completely in that. What they've actually done is they suspended the community missions for a short period. I would guess it would be 2 or 3 weeks, so it's not a great loss. And what they've actually done is they've got a kind of super community mission here. It says Universal Community Research Progress. And what they're actually doing is driving that off the normal missions. So if you want to contribute to that, just carry on doing the normal missions. And if we go and talk to Quicksilver here, and if we go into here, you can see these are the rewards from the last community mission: the ancient conifer, the frozen planter, and the hardy shrub. And now the reward for this interim mission is going to be the Atlas figurine. And I think Zane says that if you put this into your ship, you will get an extra 50 light years. I think that could be something that I would want to put into Dark Star, so that I've got a bit more range when I'm moving towards the center of the galaxy. And this would be quite expensive. I think Zane said it would be 3,200 Quicksilver. So I'm going to hang on to the Quicksilver, and that I might invest the money in that. So what we're going to do in this part, we can see I'm in the living ship, and what I would like to do is work on the upgrades for the living ship. So we may be doing a little bit of pulsing and see if we can do that. Also, I just want to do a little bit of wandering about. Now, this comes from something I was actually doing this week, because if you live in the UK, you'll be aware that we've had really spectacular warm weather, and of course, because of some of the changes in the lockdown now, we can actually wander around a bit more and take longer ranged exercises, probably the all-embracing coverall of it. And that's what I've actually been doing. This is why some of my video releases have been a little bit erratic. And what I've been doing is a bit of what you could call local tourism. I mean, I haven't gone anywhere special. All I've done is literally walked. And the best example I can think of is that I haven't been into the main shopping area that's close to me for, 9 weeks. And what I actually did this week is I thought, well, it's a really beautiful day, and I really badly need some exercise. So I thought what I'll do is I'll just walk there. I've got all day, so I literally walked down to this local shopping area. It's nothing special. I mean, take a picture of any major shopping street in any major city in the UK, and that's probably what you got. normally I would go into this shopping area once, twice a week before all the current, crisis developed. And what really surprised me was when I was walking down through this, well, near deserted area, because obviously most of the shops are gone, I noticed things I'd never ever seen before. It's quite small things, nothing spectacular, but just things to do with the buildings. And it's just those small details that you notice on some of the fronts of buildings, like little plaques, architectural features, some of the things like that. And it really amazed me that it's things you don't notice when you go regularly to somewhere, because you're always focused on, oh, I've got to get in the shops, I've got to do this, I've got to get into the bank. And just walking through and looking at things really surprised me what was there. It wasn't something someone's put there in the last 9 weeks. It's been there, always been there, but I've never seen it. So I'm quite intrigued with that. So what I want to do in this part is we're going to just do a little bit of No Man's Sky tourism. We're just going to wander around and put down on a planet and see what we can see and see where the game takes us. Now, for a general update for where we are with this playthrough, if I start with the beginnings, is I've been doing a few black holes. So we're down to 665,000 light years from the center of the galaxy. I think I've traveled about 35,000 light years towards the center. It's quite interesting there, actually. Look, if you actually see, there's a little, when I pulled out there, again, this is a detail. There's like a yellow area there. Oh, what is that? Oh, interesting. I mean, we could do, I don't know if we could do a warp jump. We can't jump very far. Well, how big's this planet? This is 3 planets, 2 moon, is water. Let me just have a look at here. This is no data available. It's a Korvax system. Okay, let's do a warp drive with the living ship. And oh no, sorry, apologies. I'm getting distracted because one reason why I'm in this system, if I can actually find the planet, is we got this iridescent planet here, which has got potential for a base. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and see whether it's infested with hostile sentinels or not. I nearly left this system when I didn't intend to leave this system. And of course, we're going to go looking for some manufacturing bases. I still want to do that. Maybe we'll find a crashed freighter. But this is very much the mentality I'm in at the moment. Unknown building over here, 5 seconds away. Hidden in a little cleft here. Oops, just hit a tree. I think it's just a minor settlement. Oh, what we got over here? I'm starting to like this planet. I like the fauna. This looks like an observatory. And this is where it tells me. So we got boiling monsoons, frequent sentinels, copious fauna and fauna. And what we'll do is we'll just run over here and claim the base. I can hear the creatures already. Got some navigation data, a few nanites. And we got some rusted metal. Not sure why I'm collecting it, but never mind. Got their buried technology module, paraffinium, copper deposit. I mean, we could always do the old. No nearby hotspots. Well, this is a gas thing. So maybe we could go looking for a power source on here. Life support 50%. What's that over there? Oops. Where's the entrance? There it is. There's the entrance. Let's just have a little bit of a side or in. It's a shame we can't sit in the chairs outside. Oh, yes we can. Look at that. can just... Oh, he's stood up. So we only get a ration time sat in the chair. Sorry, you're going to sit in the chair again because I want a picture. That's going to be the thumbnail. Sorry about that. And we'll just have a quick look at the... It's actually a GEC system, this is. So we'll see what we can get. 2019-1092, I'd say 92110. Success, a new location is revealed to me. Signal detected. And we're just gonna come into here. Take a look in the back door. That's the way out, so this will be the other side. That's all just carbon. Tiny little smidge of carbon. Anything else in here? What was it we just found? Ancient ruin, off planet. I goes without saying it's to be off planet. Oh, the other thing I also want to do, while I'm thinking about it, is I've got the englobed shade, and I think I would like to move that forward as well. So we got, what's it then? Oh, we got that. So let's see how far we can move this forward. Oh, we've got dark matter we can do. Darwin's End, State, Dawn's End, Phonic Jade. You never know, we might actually finish this. Ah, no we ain't. That's a soul engine. Where's the one I'm looking for? Phonic Jade. That was there, dark matter. Captured nanode. Englobed shade. I should be working from this end, shouldn't I? Heart of the Sun. Modified quanta. So where's the missing one that turns... Captured nano. Okay, come on game. Stop playing about. So we actually need cadmium. I've got cadmium somewhere up on my ship, so we could go and get that, but I think that can wait for another time. So we moved this photic jade on a little bit. And let's have a look round. Any creatures around here? Nope. I do like these trees. Let's just get back to normal thing. Oh, I've only got one of these left. Okay. See if we can find a manufacturing base. If not, we'll go looking for a crash freighter or something like that. Manufacturing facility. Thank you. How far away are you? Are you walking distance? Nope, you're about an hour away. So we're going to have to use the ship. Alright, we've got a superheated rainstorm approaching. Now the manufacturing facility is a couple of minutes away, so what I'm going to do is just drift across the surface and see what we can see for our scan. So we might find something in between. Plus, I am looking for a base location. Yeah, here we are. We're just coming up on the manufacturing base, and the storm is actually clearing, so we can actually see what we're doing. What we got to do. Oh, the entrance is on the wrong side. This is going to be fun. We have to do a very oblique shot. I don't think this isn't really the ship for very close-in maneuvers like that. Oops. Ha! Wow. We've just been bounced back by a tree. I think I've got rid of it now, so... We've blown the door open. We're just going to wait for the sentinels to settle down. I really like the trees on this planet, actually. It's not so much the shape, it's the colours, like this red and blue. It's just so different. Right, the sentinels are calmed down. See if we can get a good in on the landing points. Boiling monsoons. Let's get some of this. Yes, we've got another chair out front. Grab some nanites. Well, that's going to tell me a lot, isn't it? Something 112, that's 165. Readouts show layouts of multiple Fakine and Korvax factories. The Gek oversee this installation was just the readouts show layouts of multiple Fakine and Korvax factories. The Gek overseer of this installation were attempting to discover how these other species conceal their buildings from sentinel attacks. No one remains. The last life sign here was terminated 3 days ago. I think we'll report to Gek, because there is a Gek installation. Report to the situation in the Gek. The Trade Federation thanks me for the report, dispatching multiple ships to ensure the facility's destruction. Okay. Don't I get anything for that? Well, that's interesting. I'm curious. Very, very curious about this. So again, I'm going to do something I don't normally do, but I'm just curious to find out about what the different answers on this actually do. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to reload. So here we are. We're just going to pick up the carbon again. Have to do it over again. I'm just very curious to see what happens if I put in a different response. Of course, we'll complete the nanites. We come in here. The terminal displays logs of numerous financial transactions and trade deals conducted from the facility over the last few months. Right. Readout shows layouts of multiple Fakine and Korvax factories. The Gek overseer installation was attempting to discover how these other species concealed the buildings from sentinel attack. No one remains. So this time we'll report to the Fakine. I report the situation of Fakine. The High Command is outraged at the attempted theft of their technology, promising to commit acts of retribution against the Gek. So this time, this didn't unlock, and I actually decreased my standing with the Gek. So that's all I got from that. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting. So I didn't get a formula unlocked for that. I got this message. I don't know if there's going to be any other long-term consequences from that. Now, to be honest, I'm not too worried about the fact that I didn't get the manufacturing facilities, because, I mean, if that is another way that the lore of the game is changing, I'm really fascinated by that. And of course, it would be really great. I know some of you may kind of say, well, it's not a good idea. If there was consequences with that, I mean, I would love to see a mechanism that represents a conflict between the Gek, the Korvax, and the Fakine. Maybe to the point that maybe you can only really become good friends with all of them, or neutral to all of them, or something like that. Oh god. I'm starting to lose interest in this planet game. Your storms are a little bit too frequent for me. Oh well. Pick them up. They're not worth that much, but just the funsies of it. Yeah, the planet looks great, but I don't really like the idea of these really frequent storms. It's going to make it a little bit annoying. So maybe this isn't the planet for what I'm looking for. Never mind. We'll get up into space and see what else is in this system. So we're back up in space, but what I just suddenly thought what I could do is do what I nearly did anyway. Maybe we can. That's interesting. Mission signal detected. Space anomaly, space anomaly. Is that new? I don't ever remember seeing that. Ah. That is interesting. I suppose one thing I should do is go through a black hole. Oops. I mean, I'd be interested to go through a black hole with a living ship and see how much damage it takes. And what it takes to repair it, or probably more importantly. So we're in a new system. So this is high conflict level, research comfortable, 3 planets, 3 moons. Oops. Let's see what we got here. Aggressive sentinels. Oh. Should have known that. But let's just go towards the space station. Do I want to rush in the space station straight away? What's this planet here? I wouldn't mind doing a... It's a boiling planet. That's what the moon's got. Wait for the... Okay, let's do a pulse drive to see if we can trigger an event. I mean, I certainly would like an upgrade to this ship. We didn't get anything triggered that time. I'm just wondering whether... Is there anything... There's an unknown planet behind this one. We've got about both with aggressive sentinels. I think what we're going to do is we're going to pulse for the further planet away again and see if we can get another event. Apologies that this may not be particularly that exciting. I'd like to get at least one event in this video. Well, that was a very long pulse and I got absolutely no events at all. But what I have come is to this unknown moon here. Let's see what this unknown moon has got. It's salvageable scrapped frost crystals. Blast the way through here. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to head back towards the space station. So here we are, we're back at the space station. Oh, there's freighters coming. Oh, I'm very tempted. Let me just get over here. Why can't I? Oh my. Oh, so I'm... What type of system am I in then? Activated copper. That's annoying. I was hoping to attack these freighters. What system am I in then? I mean, why can't I bring my freighter into this system? Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, it's a G4. I'm not sure why this system won't let me use my summon the freighter. I mean, I'm not seeing any special resources on this planet. There's cobalt, paraffinium, copper. I mean, it's not like it's got cadmium or indium or emerald on it. I'll check that again. Now I can summon the freighter. That was really interesting because one moment it's telling me I can't summon the freighter. I haven't changed systems, and now it can tell me. It's almost like the game got a bit confused. Anyway, time for some mischief. Just gonna jump in Wanderlust. Hello guys, I'm just flying by just to say hello. Just check out. I'm not going to attack unless I can find something that's got the frigate modules. If you've got no frigate modules, I'm not interested. That's just a blind cargo box. This ionized cobalt. That's platinum. Okay. Ionized cobalt. Okay, looks like I've got a bit of a space battle anyway. Yes. Where are you? There they are. Looks like it's 3-on-1. Once I'm actually in the right ship, I can actually hit you. Where are you? Gotcha. Got you. Come on. Where are you? I'll pretend you are defending the freighters that I was planning on attacking. Chromic metal. Okay, there's another one. Are you upset because I might have hit you by accident? Oh, I got a salvage frigate module. I think everybody's attacking me now. Yeah, I think I've accidentally hit somebody. Well, I definitely know I hit a cargo pod when I wasn't intended to, but I did get a fringe benefit from it. Where are you? Oh, well. I probably need a better weapon. Positronic ejector. Let's try that. Where are you? Gotcha. I think it's getting a little bit too hot to handle here. Time to go. Time to go. There's the space station. Yeah, I shouldn't have stayed around so long. We got a one salvage frigate module, which didn't strictly intend to get. A pile of junk that can go to the freighter. That can go to the freighter. I think somebody once said that I can send those to the exosuit. And then somebody said that if we come into here, that can go to high capacity. Put the Herox in and get 250 silver. 1 to 250 silver. Wow. Because I've got so much silver already. We'll do one. It doesn't take long to do it. Probably get more money for this as well. So we'll just knock these out. This needs topping up as well. And what's that there? Albion Pearls. The Albion Pearls I bought. This is gold. This is 1 to 125. And that gives us 250 gold. That can go to the freighter. And that can go to the freighter. Actually, leave that in the exosuit. I've got any gold in here? No, I haven't. Let's just take that out. Go to there. And we'll just put the gold in the high capacity. Because we're going to be wandering around with a living ship. Gold and silver is one of the replenishment resources. Oh, oops. Right, there's a trader here. I'm still looking for tritium. Oh, go away. Stop it. Because you're going to do exactly the same. Don't disappear just yet. Find entity Atlas online. Buy items. What I'm looking for is tritium. Oh, I'll certainly take the... It's not going to let me because I don't have that much space in here now. Don't go away. Starship. He's going away. Wait. Don't go away. That's probably going to try and get another 10. See if we can get the final. Okay. So, yep, we got those. And they can go to the freighter. That keeps the supply of dihydrogen going. I am getting... Okay, we filled the freighter up, that's okay. Bring the carbon crystals back. Oh, activated cadmium and the dirty bronze can come back. The Herox can come. Okay. No, get that back. Ah, that can go to the freighter. That can go to the freighter. But I think it's why I need to clear up some junk here. So craft. The gold can go to the high capacity. That can come back. I've replenished my dihydrogen, but I need some more tritium. Although I got 4 hyperclusters. Oops, where are you? Why you've landed on top of me? Right, let's just go and sell some junk off. Grab this and sell. I think I'm just going to sell the Herox this time. Silver. I think we're going to sell just over 500 silver. Oh, I'll sell that one for 10 now, dude. Lithium. Sell that. Sell the carbon crystals. We'll sell the Albion pearls. Oxygen. I'm lugging that radium around. I need to put that in my vaults. Sell the dirty bronze and see what we can buy here. See if there's any. I got another 40. Okay, No. By four of those. Well. That can come back. That can come back. Got lots of chromic metal. Gold can come there. We've got 500 silver in the starship. In fact, let's just sell that off as well. Got so much silver, I don't know what to do. So sell, see, starship, sell that off. 24,000. Some nice ships here. That's a B. That's a C. Let's see what we got here. Trouble is, I probably don't have enough space for many more of these. Won't work. Let's go back. I think that's enough. Yeah. Send these up to the freighter. And what I'll do is I'll transfer these to the freighter vaults later on. That definitely gives me that. Bring the Herox back. Exosuit. I need to put this somewhere as well. That solves my dihydrogen problem for quite some time. And what we got here? Herox, silver, platinum. Should be go to the high capacity. Have a quick look at the high capacity. Yeah, this radium, I think that needs to go to the freighter, and I'll put that. If I put it in the freighter, then I would definitely know that I can need to put it in the vault. Let's put some of this magnetized ferrite in there. We've got piles of the stuff. I probably should sell that as well. What have we got in here? Okay. What does magnetized ferrite turn into? Just pure ferrite. What's the pure ferrite situation at the moment? Actually, I think what I will do is I'll turn some of this magnetized ferrite back to pure ferrite. It's then I can put that in. Right. One thing I did forget to do is I'm just going to come up here and I need to talk to this guy. I need some more maps. Exchange maps. We need about 20 of these. It never shows you what you actually pay for these. I've got no idea whether we're paying when. Actually, let's do a test. We got 398,900,000. Five of those. This is these are free. Have I noticed that before? Oh well, interesting. That can go to the high capacity. That can go to the high capacity. Let's check that. It's a B. And what I'll do is I'll just store all my dihydrogen in here. It just makes it eat. That means I know where it is and I don't have to try and remember which storage vault I put it in. I mean, I'm not using the hauler for anything else, so why not? Reminds me I need to complete the latest round of my frigate missions as well. And I think just to wind the video up, we're gonna do a jump towards the center of the galaxy. And see how the range of this ship is about 1600 light years, so we should be able to get in. quite a long way. Getting close to the... We can see... What have we got there? This looks interesting. It's got, what's that, 4 planets. It's got no information at all on it. It's a red system. Now let's just see if we can find. Right. That one's 1700 light years in. I think that's pretty close to, you can get to 1800. That's a balanced system. I actually like this. So let's see what we got here. We got 3 planets. It's a Corvax system. It's material fusion. Cell 65.3% by minus 27.2. Yeah, I mean this is a good 1800 light years towards the center of the galaxy. So this is where we're going to go. And of course, we got great big rings. So we're going to start with a little bit of a scan of the planet of the system. That's a barren planet. If we go over here. It's an acrid planet. Where's the 3rd planet? Probably obscured by the moon. Not the moon, the rings. Oops. Lucky I was able to fly through the center of that. That's the one I've already seen. It's behind the... We get a lock on it. And that's an airless planet with aggressive sentinels. I mean, the barren planet here could be interesting from a point of view of just exploring. I mean, it's certainly not base material. Anyway, I think just to wind up, we're going to slide into the space station, check the missions. I don't think I've completed any missions recently. So we're just going to slide up here. Let's have a quick once over. Hello, mission agent, whoever you are. No, we've got no missions. Repair damaged item, assault freighter. Should really have a go at that actually. Assaulting a freighter. Maybe that would be for the next part. Collect an antimatter. So there's repair damaged item. Some reasonable missions here. Maybe in the next part what we'll do is we'll give some of these missions a go. Especially assaulting a freighter. I've never done that before. So that will be for the next part anyway. I'm not going to select any missions just at the moment. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.